Hey everybody, it's time for Fallout Recipe, episode number 5 with your host and CS Fan 001. Today we are making Ware's Brew, aka a maple julep, or mint julep as I've usually heard it called. In honor of the greatest race in the world, the Kentucky Derby, Vault-Tec invites you to make this drink to celebrate with Derby lovers everywhere. We have some Derby-winning toy cars laying around the vault. I'm not sure how a bunch of wooden cars could have been such a spectacle to be called the greatest race in the world, but to each their own, I suppose. This is an easy difficulty recipe that only takes 5 minutes of prep, 5 minutes to cook, produces 1 serving, and pairs well with a derby party, not another item. So this gives you +1 charisma for 30 minutes. It probably would give me about +5 charisma because my charisma stat in real life is like 2. Anyway, this is a 5-ingredient recipe, very, very simple. All we need is 5 or more mint leaves, which was the hardest item to find. And the main reason I'm making this video now instead of holding off, this is being made like the day after I made the blue cornbread muffins. I wanted to hold off on this one for a while, but I found out the mint leaves had a best by date that was 2 days ago, so I think I'd better get this done now. 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, a 1/4 cup of bourbon, a 1/2 cup of club soda, and crushed ice. So very simple recipe overall. The first step is to muddle the mint and maple syrup in an old-fashioned glass. That's the closest thing I have to an old-fashioned glass, so we'll be using it. So it is 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. This was also, both this and the mint leaves were surprisingly hard to find at the store. I found plenty of pancake syrup, but not any, just straight up maple syrup, surprisingly. Alright, that's 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and I'll also use this as a stirring rod, or stick, or spoon, or whatever you want to call it. Let's move that more into center view. So then we have to add in our mint leaves. It says to put in at least 5 of them and let them muddle in there. It smells pretty good, actually. I mean, I bet these wouldn't actually really go bad, but I think it's just a best by date. I don't think it's a required by this date type of thing. At least I hope not. Alright, so we drop all those in. Okay, then our next step is to add the bourbon and the club soda. So we need a 1/4 cup of bourbon and a 1/2 cup of the club soda. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, we've got the 1/4 cup of bourbon, which looks like it's about 2 ounces worth of bourbon. So about the equivalent of a shot and a half to 2 shots. So we drop that in, let all that muddle together as it says, and then we add in a 1/2 cup of club soda. Alright, got our 1/2 cup of club soda, correct. Now with that added in, after this it just says to fill with crushed ice and stir as our next step. So I do not have access to any sort of straight up crushed ice. My ice maker only makes big cubes, and really big strands of them sometimes. Got what is that, 6 or 7 of them? That happens a lot. We want to break these up. Oh, that's going to be fun to clean up later. That's good enough. Ooh, wow, it's fizzing. That's kind of cool the way it's fizzing out. And then stir. Now, at least those are just water, so I don't really care because I can clean that up easily. And then it says to finish by garnishing with additional mint leaves, like that. Because it's all in the appearance, isn't it, guys? So I will say this is going to be the last time I do one of these videos with my current camera, which is my old camera I've had since Christmas of 2011. Does that sound right? Yeah, Christmas of 2011, which is ridiculous. So I'm going to go, now that I realize people actually like these videos, and because I can tell that the quality's not looking as good on this thing as it used to, obviously, so I really want to get a new camera sometime in the near future, like a decent enough one for stuff like this, for maybe the occasional vlog, for the unboxings, maybe something I can use for face cam for videos. That's better than the webcam on my laptop. So yeah, this will be probably the last time you see this old school camera for this kind of a video. There are other videos that were recorded on it that have yet to go up. So my apologies if I don't look that good at the moment with my hair and stuff. I just popped out of the shower a little while ago, settled in for the night on a Sunday. So let's give the Ware's Brew a try. Not bad, not bad. Tastes a little closer to Fireball almost than anything, just with the maple syrup in there. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's something I would probably drink again, but I'd say overall it's probably a little bit too sweet for me. I don't usually like liquor that's like overly sweet or anything. I'm not a big fan of it. But that's not bad at all if you're into like a mint julep or something, because I think that's all that is just a mint julep with like maple syrup in it or something. I don't know what the actual recipe for a julep is. I've never made one. If I'm going to drink something with bourbon, it's usually going to be a hot toddy or like a Coke and whiskey or something like that. But I am going to still finish this because I'm not going to let 2 shots or a shot and a half worth of bourbon go to waste. So, hope you guys enjoyed episode 5. I know this was a shorter one, probably the last time you will see me using this old camera for a more modernized video. So, see you guys for the next one, which will be a food recipe.